Next question. What's the best way to build a single location site? One page site with home pages, location, landing page? No. With all the service page, with all the service page content, it would be very long. Or separate enter pages as location page with separate service pages. Home page is location landing page, but separate service pages. No, I like the homepage now to be literally just about the brand more than anything in the broadest terms possible. I talk about this all the time, but you should be stating in a semantic triplet format, right? So subject, object, predicate. Essentially, it's who you are, what you do, where you do it in the broadest terms possible on the homepage. The homepage should be about the brand, full stop. Like that is the primary thing the homepage should be about, the brand. That's it. Then you add a page that would have services, or you have separate service pages for each service, which is perfectly okay. Depending on how I would have at least one top level page for each service category. Like in the tree service industry, it's one category, one service category, tree service, right? So all of the services all fall under that one service category. So I just have separate service pages. In fact, the homepage is optimized typically for the top level service category, which is tree service, because we say the company name, tree service, and then the broadest area in which it provides its services, which is going to be the broadest location entity that is all inclusive of the locations within the service area. Sometimes that's a county. That's what I've been doing most recently. Those hyperlocal sites tend to perform best. But you can also do it at a regional level. So it could be, again, whatever the broadest location entity is, should be referenced on the home page because you want to make that semantic triplet statement declaring who you are, what you do, where you do it. It's entity association, but leading with the brand on the homepage. Full stop. Again, guys, I can't stress this enough because I do audits all the time, even from mastermind members and people that have bought multiple audits from me. And then they ask me to re-audit something months down the road. And I look at it and they've rearranged the titles again to where they're leading with a keyword on the homepage. Why would you do that? It's the homepage of the branded website. So anyways, back to the question, I would have a homepage that's optimized for the brand and who you are, what you do, where you do it in broadest terms possible. Then an inner page for the service or services, right? If you have multiple service categories, you have a top level page for each service category. And then if there's multiple supporting services for each supporting or each service category, then those can be as child pages within those service categories, if that makes sense, right? And then I would have location pages. If it's a single location, then I would just optimize each of the service pages for service times location. Does that make sense? Like what I tell you guys not to do all the time when it's local sites where it's a service area business with a GBP means it's going to have a dedicated location. Like in other words, it has a physical, it's the Google business profile and the business itself resides in one location. That would be the page that you would optimize for the location landing page. Then all of the other areas or locations within the service area would each get their own dedicated location page as a supporting location page. But that's when I tell you guys not to put any location modifier in the SEO title of the service pages because that service should be available to all of those locations. So you want to leave it location neutral and make an association between the service and all of the locations through internal links, both from the service page to all of the location pages that service is available to. And then from each location page, it has an internal link element or link block that lists and links to all of the services that are available at that location. So you understand what I typically recommend for a multi-location, or excuse me, a service area business where there's location pages on the site instead of it being a single location business, right? In other words, they're trying to target multiple locations. Even if they only have a single physical location, it's a service area business, so they have multiple location pages on the site. So therefore, you want to do association through internal links. So the services would be left location neutral, if that's clear. And then you would optimize each of the location pages for the top level category, topic and category, right? I call that category and topic optimization. Talked about that dozens and if not hundreds of times on this. So I'm not going to repeat that. But in this case, if it's a single location business that only serves one city, one town, one area, right? Then if you have separate service pages, it can be service times city for each service times that one city. You understand? And I would, as long as they're not competing, that's why I would still optimize for top level categories and topics, right? Which is entity optimization. Categories, Google business categories, topics is Wikipedia topics or entities. And so if you do that, top level service pages with only top level service entities, essentially, times city modifier for each one of those, then they won't compete with each other. See what I'm saying? It's when you have stuff that is competitive, competing that, um, like for example, roof repair and roof replacement both fall under roof maintenance, right? And so again, having multiple pages on the site that are similar terms that could have been all consolidated under one page that's optimized properly at the entity level, so the category and topic level, so that then that one page can rank for all those different search queries that are related to that top level service entity or category. Does that make sense? So to answer your question, homepage, service page for each top level service, and then I would have service time city if they were, again, very distinct services that wouldn't be competing with each other. Okay. Which would still be optimized at the category and topic level. You just wouldn't have location pages then. Okay.